Coriopolis United Methodist Church. My name is Lauren Corcoran Emmerich, and today the tables are turned. I'm here with Bryan Sable, just pianist today.
Just pianist.
Just pianist. And Bryan is going to be sharing with us this afternoon some beautiful hymn arrangements that are going to be requested live by you, so that we hope that you will like and share this feed so that we can get as many people on enjoying this spectacular music together. And Bryan will be also starting with another piece that was written by your composition teacher at your undergrad.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah. I'm just going to share this post real quick.
I have to share mine too.
So that, everybody who might want to watch can. I hope you want to watch, especially since it's like putting the music director / pianist on ice today.
Yes.
Like we're trying to, oh boy, this is going to be nerve-wracking. I've never taken live, I do take live requests when I play cocktail hours and things, but those are normally after people have had a drink or two, so they don't even know what I'm really playing. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I played that for you, remember?
Yeah, but you don't really know. Maybe people have had a drink or two.
Hey, it is. It's noon. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 12:15 somewhere.
It is. All right, so if you can take a moment to like and share. I am sharing the feed right now on my Facebook page. How many devices can we have going all at the same time?
I have a lot of devices here.
Perfect. One other thing we want to mention to you, these concerts that we've kept going throughout the whole Lenten extension period.
It's never-ending Lent.
Our never-ending pajama jams are thanks to you guys and thanks to your generous donations to Coriopolis United Methodist Church and to our music program that keeps all of us going, that we can share the music with you here at noon on Wednesdays. So we look forward to continuing to do that for you. Thanks to Bryan Sable. And Bryan, do you want to get started with your first piece?
Sure. I'm just going to introduce my first piece. So this piece was written by my composition professor and voice teacher and choir director from undergrad, Dr. Kenneth May. He has done several settings of this tune. Probably the most popular is his vocal solo on The King of Love, My Shepherd Is. This piece was composed as a piano fantasia for the memorial service of my piano professor's mother's passing. So this piece uses just a very simple melody, it's like a folk melody. You'll hear this throughout in many different ways. And there's a beautiful B section that goes minor. And then he juxtaposes both of those in a really remarkable way. So if you think of the 23rd Psalm, this is basically a telling of the 23rd Psalm. So think of it as a prayer. Think of it as walking through the valleys of the shadow of death, and just holding on to that. Thou spreadst a table before my sight. Thy unction grace bestoweth. It's just a beautiful text. So Dr. May, if you're watching, this one's for you. Jill, much love to you, his lovely wife. And actually, this is a brand new version of this piece. I had the handwritten score, and Ken, you've gone and changed things on me. So, I'm going to try to play those changes appropriately. piece, isn't it?
Oh, it's so good.
There's a vocal solo and a vocal duet, and actually a 4-part anthem based off of that hymn tune. Yeah, it's really amazing. And Ken May writes so beautifully for the piano, and he doesn't play the piano.
What?
He doesn't play the piano at all. He plays enough to accompany vocal students, you know. You know, you get that.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on. You know, it just oozes out of every pore of his being, and just the nicest man in the world. Nicest man in the world.
That's fabulous.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, people are requesting.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, this is good news, because guess what? I didn't practice anything.
Great.
This is great, because this is an improv.
Yes.
This is an improv concert. So be kind to me, Lauren.
I'll give you the things that people are requesting.
Okay, great.
So Bonnie Swenson already requested There's a Song in the Air.
There's a Song in the Air. Okay.
Okay. Jeff McBain suggested Old Rugged Cross.
Okay.
Let's see who else is on here. Crystal Strager suggested.
She's right here. She's sitting in the back pew.
Hey, there you are. I thought I couldn't see you with your mask on, but she's very far away from us.
She's very far away.
How about Shall We Gather at the River?
Oh, Shall We Gather at the River? Okay.
And Melissa Fletcher suggested Hymn of Promise.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure we have some coming in as well.
Okay. I think I know what to do.
Got your requests in, friends. Bryan's gonna get started.
little vegetable medley for you, you know?
Oh my gosh.
So that was Old Rugged Cross and Hymn of Promise, and Bonnie requested There's a Song in the Air. Do we have anything else?
We have lots more. Well, a couple more. Carol Terry requested Be Still My Soul. Teresa K. Riley suggested To God Be the Glory. Jeff McBain suggested Jesu Joy of Man's Desire.
Oh.
Fancy. I got Tommy Walters for The Beauty of the Earth.
Oh, okay. Jeff and Tommy, here we go. Turning them all into vegetable soup. It's just vegetable soup. It's going on. Vegetable soup. Vegetable medleys. All kinds of musical soup, I guess. That's what the theme of the day is.
Oh my goodness. That's just how I'm always like majorly shocked that you can just like pull things from your brain and then they just happen.
So I think a lot of that might have to do with the fact that I never had a piano lesson until college.
Wait, hold up. For the people in the back, what?
Yeah, so I'm self-taught.
Bryan is self-taught.
Yeah, so that presented a lot of really great challenges, but also some really great things. Like, I remember I wasn't planning on being a piano major at all. In fact, I was going to be a trumpet major.
What?
And and I was like all set to go to Ohio University. This is the Reader's Digest version. I was like ready to go. I was ready to go and be part of the Marching 110. And then my band director said, "Have you heard of West Liberty?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Let's go check it out. I think it has everything that you want in a small school." So I went and I auditioned on trumpet, and the trumpet professor, Dave Dayton, rest his soul, who was a great band director, and trumpet professor said, "I hear you play the horn." And I said, "Yeah, I do." And he said, "Well, if I get you a horn, will you audition on it?" And I said, "Sure." And I didn't have any French horn music with me, so I said, "Do you have any music that I can play?" And he put down the Mozart Horn Concerto in A, and I played the first movement, and then he said, and I hear you play euphonium. And I said, yeah. And so I played euphonium, and I played a Holst suite extract, or not extract, but a excerpt.
Yeah.
And then the piano professor came in and said, I hear you're my new piano major. And I said, no. And he had heard me practicing some Chopin, you know, like which I had taught myself, and a bunch of like Bach, you know. But I had no technique because I was self-taught, and so I was playing all of these hymns and things. And then my band director started throwing classical music at me because I had taught myself enough out of like Hal Leonard's Big Easy books. But one thing that's really interesting about that is I played a lot by ear.
Yeah.
And so I taught myself a lot of classical works by ear. And so I'll never forget when I asked if I could play the Chopin. I thought I was being really smart. I was like, or not Chopin, I'm sorry, Debussy. I thought I would be really cute and be like, oh, I'd like to learn the arabesques, you know. And my piano professor was like, sure thing. And I said, okay. And so like the next day I walked in and I was like, and he was like, why are you playing that in the wrong key? And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, well, you're playing it up a half step. And it was because my cassette recorder played things too fast.
No.
And I learned it instead of, I learned it here. Yeah. So it was just weird, you know, like, and still to the day, you know, it's just there. It's just there. So yeah, it's kind of weird.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah. So I think, you know, not having piano lessons kind of opened up a world of sound and different things. I'm not afraid to break rules.
That's really cool.
Rules are meant to be broken.
They are. I think I struggle with that. I need to break more.
You need to break more rules, Lauren.
I do. All right, let's see what else we have on here. Well, let me read. Oh, what did we already do? We still have Be Still My Soul, To God Be the Glory.
To God Be the Glory, and there's a Song in the Air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. think I've ever really played There's a Song in the Air in the middle of June. So thanks for that one, Bonnie. That was a little different.
Yeah. Bryan, tell us what led you here to Coriolis United Methodist Church.
Oh, so okay. Do you want the?
I want like the mini version of how,
The
and
mini
then
version.
the like moment of actually how, and then now.
Okay, so I was serving at a large Episcopal church in Mount Lebanon, St. Paul's. Doug Starr was on our recital series.
Yeah.
And then Kristen Cooper plays piano duet with
James Iman.
James Iman
Shut
from
up.
last
Yeah.
week. Yeah. So it's a small musical world. Okay, so I bought a really old player piano for $300 and paid $700 to move it here. And Ray got tired of looking at it and said, let's give that away. And we had a microbrewery open here in town.
Mm-hmm.
So I donated it. And Katie Williams and Rich Williams and a lot of our friends were down there on opening night. And I was playing, cocktail piano, like, Margaritaville, Brown Eyed Girl, that kind of stuff. And I looked over my shoulder and I said to Ray, I think that's Alistair Stout. He's the director of music at the Methodist Church a block away from where we live. I should go say hi.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray said, yeah, you should. You'd be stupid if you don't. And I said, okay. So I walked over and I had a couple of adult beverages. And so, I was not feeling any shame about introducing myself. And, this whole table full of people were there. And I said, hi, excuse me, I'm Bryan. I live a block away from your church. And he said, oh, it's so nice to meet you. You should take my job.
That was pretty close accent. Yeah.
It wasn't close at all. Sorry, Alistair. Sorry, Krista. But yeah, so I literally, he said, come by, check out the instruments. And he had just announced to the choir that morning, you guys had finished a cantata, and he announced that he was accepting a position in Vermont.
Yeah.
And so it was one of those Presbyterian predestination moments where God kind of goes, nope, you're supposed to be here.
Yes.
And so I applied and was interviewed, and so here I am.
Here you are.
Here I am.
Truly on God's path. I
Yeah,
believe so.
it's well, and what's crazy is, Pat is in the back there, and Pat and I joked about it when I first started here because Pat lives literally a block away from St. Paul's. You're in the 1000 block, right? 900. Oh, she's in the 900 block. St. Paul's is 1033 Washington Road.
Oh my gosh.
So she lived a block away from the church I was serving. I lived a block away from the church she serves. So here we are, But she's still with us, thank goodness.
She is.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, we have time for one more. Let me read you some requests from everybody. Sandy Hooling, she wrote, I'd love to tell the story, the Ash Grove. Jeff McBain, how great is our God. Bonnie suggested, tell me the stories of Jesus. Charlene asked if you knew I Surrender All.
Oh, that one's special to me.
Okay. We have Barbara Harper suggested, It Is Well With My Soul. I had another for It Is Well With My Soul. Oh, What a Savior. We have a lot of It Is Well With My Soul. Spirit Song, The Gift of Love.
Okay, so I'm gonna, okay. I'm going to do I Surrender All with It Is Well With My Soul.
Awesome.
And I Surrender All was actually the first Christian piece that I taught myself to play.
Oh my goodness.
My grandmother taught me, chopsticks, and this little song called Three Little Monkeys that was like, it was like a cute little, yeah. So I had some of that, and then I taught myself to play I Surrender All, and I played that for my mom. The first time she actually ever heard me play the piano, an actual piece, was I Surrender All. So I'm going to play it like I played it for her the very first time I ever played a piece, and then I'll just go from there.
beautiful.
That was a fun one.
That was a fun one. Hey.
Is it already time?
Well, it's 12:53.
Something like that. Well, it's time to say goodbye.
It's time to say goodbye. But before we go, we want to thank you all so much for watching and for being here with us today on the internet. And these are thanks to you. I posted a link in the comments section with where you can give if you feel to give. What does Bryan always say? If you like
what you've heard,
yeah,
click share, tell others. If you don't like what you heard, especially today, don't tell anybody at all.
Oh,
don't tell anybody. It's our little secret. Oh, can I give a plug for next week?
Yes, please.
Next week at 12:15, we have an incredible violinist, Sandro. And Sandro, I can't pronounce her last name properly. Leal
Saint-Esteban. That's my
Saint-Esteban.
best. That's
Saint-Esteban.
my best Emily impression.
It's so easy on paper, but it just yes. And Sandro is going to be playing some amazing, beautiful works. A piece by Lily Boulanger, some Bartok, and the Rachmaninoff vocalese.
Oh.
It's just going to be a beautiful recital. You don't want to miss it.
Sandro is a fantastic violinist.
Fantastic.
I'm so excited that he's here.
If you read his debut, he made his debut at like 12.
Yeah.
With like the Cuban National Orchestra.
Sandro's insane.
The guy's he's the real deal.
He is an incredible musician.
It's going to be great.
We are so blessed to have you, Bryan, here at Choreopolis United Methodist
It's a blessing
Church.
to be here.
And we're so happy to have this lovely recital series. Thanks to you guys. So thanks for sending your requests, and we can't wait to see you next Wednesday at 12:15.
And if I didn't get to your request, there might be a CD coming. Who knows?
What?
I'm working on it.
Oh, I'm excited. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.